Welcome back to the Blurred Lines of the Brainwashed. Today we're going to talk about corporate social responsibility. One of the biggest and most researched topics are dealing with ethical issues. In my personal opinion, I don't feel the issue is actually starting these programs to deal with these ethical issues. It is more so the sustainability and personal responsibility and the ethics that are behind addressing the individuals once the issues have been unraveled or unearthed, so to speak. In order for the issues to be taken care of, it must be prioritized. I mean, it has to be number one. And many times what I've seen from organizations is that ethics is not something that is prioritized, and there is not a program that actually comes up to be sustained in order for it to be a successful program. There's no type of strategy or anything. It's just more so, oh, there's an issue, let's go ahead and try to solve it. And then it's kind of like just putting a Band-Aid over a gushing wound. And those that's in the medical field know that does not work. You're going to need to apply a little bit of pressure. And I personally feel like that is how the only way you're going to be able to deal with ethical issues within your organization. And everyone must be accounted for. So today I decided to take it upon myself to actually give some tips on how to improve CSR. Number one, you need to have a vision, a mission, and where people actually believe in the corporation social responsibility. They have to have trust. They have to be able to believe in the vision and the mission that it's going to get done, and it's going to be done correctly. Diversity and inclusion is a huge thing that's going on right now, and you're not going to be able to even address that or get to that level without having some type of corporate social responsibility. Moving forward, as I stated before, you're going to have to localize your efforts. You're not going to be, even if you're a worldwide organization, you're not going to be able to focus everywhere. You need to look within yourself, look within your own organization, and start there, and then grow from that. Grow from that aspect. You cannot take out all the fires at one time. You're going to have to address each fire at a time. The next tip would be to involve individual at all levels. I've seen firsthand where ethical issues are only cared about up to a certain level. And when that is the case, all you're doing is pretty much chopping off your own leg. Some individuals don't care about those legs due to the fact they're sitting on the other side of the table. However, for you to have an organization where there is good press and moving in a forward direction and focus on unity and diversity and inclusion, you're gonna have to involve everybody on all levels. And have a clear understanding and actually pushing that out and let individuals know what your intentions are. That's also going to go back to what I was saying before, and that's actually going to increase the organization's mindset and believe more so in your CSR. That's also going to encourage participation. Looking at it from a leadership perspective, whenever you have employee engagement, the more employee engagement that you do have, the higher your revenue is. So that will be something to look at for leadership. But participation is huge. You need to have employee engagement. And also, from the other side, a lot of times individuals are not familiar with what's going on in the back corner. A lot of people, there's a lot of things that goes on and behind the closed doors. And a lot of time behind closed doors, the financial information is brought up. So understanding financial implications and making sure that's clear will actually help out with improving your CSR as well. a lot of times people don't pay attention to the fact that leadership have to answer to all various stakeholders, which can include stockholders, investors, and employees. And to be honest, most stockholders and investors are not really caring about those individuals that are down there doing the hard work, that's in the trenches, that's digging the holes. As long as the stockholders and investors are getting what they're looking for, which is typically money, they're not really caring about the actual individuals that's actually getting that money for them. So it is good to address that as well, as far as the financial implications for the CSR. And also understanding and tracking the monetary outlay. And for some, they have stock prices that you need to worry about if you actually went public. And then you also need to focus on the sales and the production costs. I know some individuals have services, but you can take that and be able to utilize that however what works for your organization. But overall, it doesn't really matter what anybody says or what type of business you have. Everybody is focused on the return on investment. If you are the stockholder or the stakeholder or the investor, or you're going to be looking at it more from a money standpoint. Like how are we going to increase our revenue? How am I going to get money? How am I going to be able to increase that revenue so you can have the sustainability of that organization? But then on the other side of it, you have the employees or your workers, the individuals that are actually working. They are also looking for a return on investment. Like, for example, what's my work-life ratio looking like? Like my health care. I know that's huge right now with coronavirus. So everybody's looking for a return on investment. So it'll behoove of leadership to ensure that all levels are in the organization are actually being involved, and everybody's concerns are being addressed, and everybody is getting somewhat of a return on investment in order to be successful. That's going to greatly improve your CSR. Because an impact on revenue or measure like reputation, retention or employee engagement, like I was stating earlier, these are all aspects that need to be looked at. So I did want to bring this up just due to the fact of what conversation I had with a comrade yesterday, and just stress that organizations have a strong influence in the society, and there should be expectations to have some form of CSR within every organization. So yes, doing the right thing is hard at first, but until ethical morals are set as a precedent, it's going to be very difficult to make change. So the goal will be to instead of waiting for change, you be the change that you want to see. And sometimes it's going to take a lot of hard work. So just keep doing those of you that's out there doing what you're supposed to be doing and doing what's better for the community. That's great. Just know that it's not going unnoticed, and continue your hard work. And if you do need help with anything, feel free to reach out to me and I'll see what I can do to help you. All right. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. And thank you for your time. You have a wonderful day. And I'm out.